As parents, you want the best for your kids. And the choice between public and private health insurance could make a world of difference for your child's well-being. This decision will not just impact your family's health and safety, but also your finances, as we will see later on in this chart. So let's secure a healthy future for your family in this PerFinEx Health Insurance video. If you have kids or think about kids, those are the 3 time frames that matter most. Not yet pregnant, pregnant, child is here. And these factors are important for you during these time frames. How much do you earn? How much do you pay for health insurance, public or private? And what's the coverage for you and your child? And if we can help you make that fundamental decision between public and private health insurance, you can book a free meeting with us right here. One thing is important in the before pregnancy category. Please make the decision if public or private health insurance, either now or after your baby is born. Please do not switch your health insurance while you're pregnant. What's your income before pregnancy? At least €69,300 in 2024. Otherwise, this whole comparison makes no sense at all. The government has a minimum salary threshold that allows you to choose freely which health insurance system you want to be in. €69,300 gross salary next year. If you earn less, you cannot switch to the private health insurance anyway, so the whole comparison is meaningless. When earning 69k, you will pay on average €1,019 with kids and €1,051 without kids for public health insurance next year and public care insurance. You might pay a tiny little bit more or less depending on the additional contribution of your specific health insurance. We took the average. What do you get for that money? 1-star coverage if you compare it like hotels. The legal minimum allowed here in Germany. In the private health insurance, your payment and your coverage depends on the exact plan that you choose. Here are the top 10 plans from our calculator for a 27-year-old. You will see in the chart later on why we chose that age. The premium ranges from roughly €450 to €550 a month with 0 deductible. So the insurance pays for almost everything. We took half of public health insurance as premium to leave a little wiggle room and not calculate with the absolute best plan possible. €525 would be the 7th best plan in our calculator, which you can lower even further with the cashback, of course. Coverage can be chosen yourself. We recommend at least a 3-star coverage to make the switch worth it. That means the insurance would also pay for artificial fertilization in case it doesn't really work out with becoming pregnant. That's before pregnancy. What happens during pregnancy? Nothing much in terms of salary and premium, all stays the exact same. But the coverage differs quite a lot. We all want your baby to be perfectly healthy. That's why the standard checks are covered by the public health insurance. Mothers get various prenatal courses from the public health insurance. Fathers only with some companies, and if they get it, there's always a maximum to it. If you want the father to get a prenatal course as well, or you want additional tests for trisomy 21 or triple blood tests, for example, that is only covered by the private health insurance. In public, you would have to pay for that yourself. Now it gets interesting with the maternity leave. 6 weeks before giving birth until 8 weeks after. What are you paid during that time in the public health insurance? A maximum of €13 a day as maternity benefit. The employer pays the rest. So you're paid the exact same as salary as before. In the private health insurance, it's almost the same. You get a one-time payment of €210 from Bundesamt für Soziale Sicherung instead of €13 a day. Employer pays the exact same as earlier, and since that combined would be lower than in the public health insurance, the sick leave pay from your private health insurance will cover the rest. So in both scenarios, the exact same income situation, the premium situation is different though. And here the public health insurance is the clear winner because you're insured for free. In the private health insurance, you continue paying your premium, the €525 for you, and the right around €150 for your baby, without the 50% employer benefit. That's one reason why I said earlier you shouldn't make the switch while you're pregnant. And you will see that even clearer in the chart later on. If you want it as cheap as possible, the public health insurance wins. If you want the best coverage possible for you and your child, the private health insurance wins. Because you and your baby will get a dedicated family room in the hospital, while most publicly insured people get a 6 or 8 bedroom. And you will get the Chefarzt in private, while you get only the Belegarzt in the public health insurance. Right after maternity leave, you go into Elternzeit and receive Elterngeld up to 14 months. After that, there's also Elterngeld Plus, which we ignore here as it doesn't change much anyway. But let me know if you're interested in that. Elterngeld means you get paid up to 65% of your previous salary, but only up to 1,800 euros a month anyway. So income situation, again, the same in public and private. Premium situation differs again. Generally speaking, you have to pay 100% of the premium for the public health insurance without the 50% employer benefit because you're a voluntary member of the public health insurance and not a forced member. Only forced members would be free. If you are married to the father and he's in the public health insurance, then you can be insured for free if you have absolutely zero income. If your spouse is privately insured, you will be accredited 50% of the household income and pay your roughly 20% public health insurance premium accordingly. If you are privately insured, there are plans that allow you to be insured for free up to 6 months, or your child to be insured for free up to 1 year. That's why the selection of the right plan is so important. Otherwise, you just pay your private health insurance premium as during maternity leave. The big benefit of the private health insurance is that you get rooming in, which means you can stay in the hospital as well if your child needs to stay there. Most of the time, you will get a family room again. After Elternzeit, you go back to work again, so your income situation goes back to pre-pregnancy level, as does your public health insurance premium because your child is insured for free under the family insurance. In the private health insurance, you pay the right around 150 euros a month for your child, bringing you to 675 euro before cashback, and you receive 50% of that from your employer. So also 50% employer benefit for your child. And of course you have a lot better coverage again when it comes to postnatal care or braces, for example, where the public health insurance is not necessarily paying for. In order for them to pay for braces, your child's teeth need to look like this, or worse. If the teeth look better than this, which is category 3 out of 5, public health insurance is paying nothing. And then once your child finishes school, they will insure themselves independent of you, either in the public health insurance with a premium based on their income, as for everyone else, or super cheap in the private health insurance because they've been insured there their entire life. I told you early on that there's a chart that summarizes everything, and here it is. We took the exact numbers from the table before and the historic growth rates of public and private health insurance to see who's better off in which scenario. Staggering result, huh? Even with 3 kids that you get 2 years apart from each other, you're cheaper than in the public health insurance, even before cashback. Now please keep in mind that this chart works for people with plus 69k salary only. For people with a lower income, it looks a lot different. But they cannot switch to the private health insurance anyway, so the comparison is meaningless. And please keep in mind also that the information in this video is somewhat generic, and health insurance is a highly personal topic. So if we can help you to find the best health insurance for your family, you can book a free meeting with us right here. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.